And good day, everyone. Good day. That's right. It is Wednesday, March 13, 2019. This is Let's Have a Chat. How are you? Good evening. Good day. It's Wednesday. So it's Walking Leader Wednesday, and that's when I talk about an entry from my book, The Walking Leader. That's right. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Go online, pick it up. Again, it's not a big book, but it's chock loaded full of common sense advice, common sense ideas, common sense actions that you can put into play right here, right now, and make something magical happen. If you need that just a little push to get you over that hump and get you out there and getting to meet people and interact with people in your organization, that's what this book was for. That's what it was invented. It's kind of that's why I wrote it. It was the 20 rules that didn't exist for managing by walking around MBWA. So I did that. They weren't out there. I put them together, and here we are. So this week we're talking about Chapter 5, Ask Questions. During my 17 years working for the state of Texas, I had the opportunity to get to know many people. I knew them and they knew me. At one point, it was more as if they knew of me and I knew of them. However, there were many people at our state headquarters who somehow learned who I was through reputation, and a good one, I hope. When I could go to Austin and walk down the halls, they would say, "Hello, David," and I would respond hello back to them. At first, I thought it was cool that people knew of me, but after several visits, it started to get a little creepy. Here were people that knew of me, but I had never seen them or talked to them before until one day I decided it was time to ask, "Excuse me, but how do you know me?" The response floored me. It was, "Oh, everyone in the IT department speaks so highly of you. You're like a legend, the guy that everyone talks about but never sees." Well, wow, that was pretty good. That was awesome. And that felt good. That was a great ego boost. But again, it was obviously showing and telling me how I was doing with the organization. And in doing that, in asking that one question, that served as a catalyst to ask more questions. And as I got through, my visits in Austin, eventually they came to an end. I left that state agency, but it really served as a purpose to kind of inspire me to do more, to go take one step further and start asking more and more questions. Sure, I was doing what was expected of me. I was going above and beyond, doing what I had to do, doing what needed to get done. But sometimes I truly needed to ask more questions. So then that allowed me to reach back to my staff and say, okay, now if there's stuff that you're doing, ask questions. If there's something you don't know, ask questions. If there's something you do know, but you want to make sure that they understand it, especially if you taught them something, if you're leaving them now, you've installed a system, you've set up the software, you set up the program, and now you're leaving, ask them, well, can you run this? Can you do it? Do you know what to do? Ask more questions and constantly ask questions and keep asking questions and never stop asking questions. And that's why this is in this book, because as a leader, you're not going to know everything. You never are going to know everything. And the moment you think you know everything is the moment that people are going to say, hey, who's he trying to kid? Who is she trying to fool? No, you'll never, ever be at that point in your life that you'll know everything. But you will be at a point in your life where you can ask questions. So ask those questions. Don't hesitate. Don't worry. Don't fidget. Don't. But do ask questions. Do ask questions. Get out there. Ask those questions constantly, consistently. Have them expect you to ask questions. Because again, as a leader, that's how you learn things about people. That's how you learn things about how they do their job. That's how you learn to do your job a little bit better. Because if they're doing something someplace else, can you actually apply it to where you are? So again, it's something to think about, something to consider, and definitely something to work on. So without a doubt, get out there and ask those questions and keep asking those questions. And, so what if it makes you sound like a 4-year-old? But guess what? You're asking questions, and they're going to remember that. They're going to remember, oh, here comes Dave. Get ready, because he's going to ask us some questions. And guess what? You start building your reputation that way. Because one, it shows you care. 2, it shows you want to be part of the team, even though you're not with that team, with that group, with that department you're visiting in your walks. But what it does show is that you're part of the organization, and you want to go up the organization, you want to move through the organization, and you want to make the organization better. So take that mindset when you're going out there on your walking leader walks. walking through the facilities, touring the facilities, walking around, meeting people, shaking hands, get to know them and ask them questions. Simple as to how you're doing, how was the weekend? Hey, what's your favorite sports team? Mine happens to be the Houston Astros. Ask questions, and then we go from there. Well, folks, this is the new layout for, this is the new layout. This is the new physical layout. This is where I'm at, so I hope you like it, and there'll be plenty more. In the meantime, I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for watching, and hey, have a great day. And I'll talk to you real soon.